If you think about the iteration of why we have the name Nayms, it comes from the original names of Lloyd's, the people who brought their capital to Lloyd's and used that capital to then insure the various risks all over the world. It's what allowed Lloyd's to become the largest specialty insurer in the world. Nayms capital providers are going to be the same people, but in this new digital world.
If you look at the Lloyd's of London, the reason why it's been the home of specialty insurance and reinsurance for over 300 years is because of the nature of being able to syndicate risks and use that platform as a testbed for new products. It was the marketplace to first insure and reinsure risks such as satellites and shuttles going into space. I think Nayms is very much in line with that, the traditional Lloyd's ethos of testing around specialty products.
Nayms operates on a segregated accounts model, and what this allows insurance companies who maybe don't want to write that insurance risk directly on their own balance sheet, they can come in and open a new segregated balance sheet on the Nayms marketplace and test out a new product. So maybe you want to start and dabble in some NFT coverage. That is totally possible. Insurance companies that want to test out a new product, especially if it's related to crypto, Nayms is a perfect place for you to get involved.
I mean, imagine being one of the first people to insure, say, the first ship that ever sailed to the new world. People who come to us as capital providers will be the first ones to say that they were the first ones to provide digital asset cover for some of the largest crypto exchanges in the world, but doing so with their cryptocurrency. That doesn't exist at all, and for those people who are the first ones that are able to come on board at Nayms and provide that liquidity to allow this marketplace to flourish, it's going to be a chance to plant their flag and potentially be the first and look back 50 years, 100 years, 200 years down the road and say, we were one of the first ones, we were one of the original names at Nayms to provide insurance cover to the digital asset world.
The Nayms marketplace is basically an infrastructure. It provides non-regulated insurtech companies that have difficulty accessing capital to access capital and have difficulty to write business because they're unregulated to write business. That's the first level. The second level is we provide the ability for the insurance that's written on our platform to be bought and sold in a secondary kind of fashion using our token. We think that this is going to be kind of a very disruptive piece of business within the insurance world.
So this is definitely one of the coolest things that I've heard at this InsurTech conference this week going on, really in the innovative part of the insurance sector. Be great to also understand some context about the company. So if you could introduce to the audience, really in some type of elevator, what Nayms are, what they do.
Sure. So Nayms is building a digital insurance marketplace. We use Web3 technology to bring the transfer of value and information into one environment. So we're aiming to provide flexible digital infrastructure for insurance players to build digital carriers. And what that means is using smart contracts to act as an on-chain balance sheet where an insurance manager can raise funds, can track ownership over individual investor investments, and can work with a network of participants to write risk against that balance sheet all on-chain.
I view us slowly migrating away from being a crypto-centric insurance platform to an insurance platform that's going to be insuring everything from cars and crops and satellites, everything like Lloyd's of London, but in a modern and efficient way.